Recognizes Representative King-Hinds from the Northern Mariana Islands for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So I made a promise to our local VFW chapter to extend their half a day to the folks here in DC who represent the VFW during these testimonies and to say thank you on their behalf. So I hear from Ms. Craig and Ms. O'Brien about the importance of providing spouse services, that they're included as part of the TAP program. And I just wanted to kind of hear more on that subject because I do believe that, you know, when families transition into civilian life, it impacts the entire family. I want to hear your thoughts on what that would look like.
Thank you for the question. First and foremost, for the duration of a military service member's career, if they have a partner, if they are married, the military spouse is expected to come alongside and is a very active participant oftentimes. As we near transition, we find that military spouses are often included only on an opportunity where there is space available for them to push in and to sit in. And the reality is, military spouses carry a huge burden to make a successful transition for the entire family. We also know that military spouse employment, having the opportunity for spouses to go to work 5, 6 years, especially 1 year before transition, has a direct impact on how the service member transitions out and the job that they select. If we have financial stability in the home, it provides the opportunity for the service member to make the right choice and the right fit in terms of employment. And so recommendation is certainly that military spouses are included in TAP, have the opportunity to come alongside, and not only on a space available opportunity.
Thank you for that. I agree. This question is also for you. So you mentioned that in terms of transitioning back into civilian life, one of the issue is not necessarily unemployment, but underemployment. How can we help address that issue?
In terms of what Ms. Carson recommended, beginning that process at least a minimum of a year out in terms of transition. We know oftentimes because we are not plugging military service members into TAP at the right time, it puts them further and further behind, and they are forced then to take a job because there is economic pressure to feed our families, to ensure that there's pathway to economic opportunity. If we can start that process at minimum a year out, and it allows them to figure out what is the right career for them, what skills do they need to acquire, how can they better articulate their soft skills that they bring to employers. Each of those mile markers becomes increasingly more important, and we see those that don't have the time to participate in TAP fully and to participate in SkillBridge end up underemployed over and over again. And so there are programs in place. There are nonprofits that have the ability to fill the gaps where needed and to step forward. And so creating a tighter synergy in that warm handoff is absolutely important, and going back to at least minimum of a year participation.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield about my time.